Hola clase, welcome back to here's the next part of our RLS Spanish lesson, or Rick's Language Services Spanish lesson. In this lesson, we're going to be talking about pelo and cabello. Okay, both those words mean the same thing. They both mean hair. Okay, cabello is kind of, I think, just only basically can mean hair on your head. Okay, whereas pelo can use that for just generically talking about hair, like any type of hair, arm hair, armpit hair. I believe it works for anything. Okay, any type of hair, not just the hair on your head. Okay. Anyway, but that's kind of what we're going to be talking about on this section of the lesson. Okay. So we're going to review this phrase: se toca el pelo or se toca el cabello. Do you remember what that means? Okay, good. That's like he touches his hair, or she touches her hair, or it touches its hair, or you touch your hair. Okay, you touch your hair. And if it's you, it's going to be the formal use. Se toca is the formal way to say you touch your hair. Okay. All right. So you could say se toca el pelo, or you could say se toca el cabello. Both those would mean all four of those options. He touches his hair, she touches her hair, it touches its hair, or you touch your hair. Okay. So when I say that, what I want you to do is do the action. Okay. You're gonna just put your hands on your hair or touch your hair. Se toca el pelo, se toca el cabello. Okay. Good. So se toca el pelo, se toca el cabello. Good. Put your hands on your hair. Okay. Now we're gonna talk about what do you do with your hair. Okay, what do you use it for? Actually, is this first one. So this we're gonna ask a couple questions about it. So if I say para qué usa el pelo or para qué usa el cabello, if I'm saying usa, if I'm using that option, usa, that is the formal you. Okay, literally this question means for what do you use your hair? Okay, but in English we would change it around a little bit and say what do you use your hair for? Okay, so if I'm using usa, that is do you use, but it's the formal way. So that would be the formal way to say what do you use? What do you use your hair for? Okay, but if I change it to usas, if I say para qué usas el pelo or para qué usas el cabello, usas, that makes it informal. So it still means what do you use your hair for, but it's the informal way to say it. Okay? All right, so para qué usa el pelo, para qué usa el cabello, para qué usas el pelo, para qué usas el cabello. What do you use your hair for? Some ways you can answer that. You could say uso mi pelo or cabello para blank, and you'll fill in that blank with something. Notice that uso ends with an O. That's going to mean I, whatever the action is. This particular one means I use. Okay, uso means I use. So it's I use my hair. Pelo means hair, or cabello means hair. So I use my hair for blank. Or I use my hair to blank. Okay, so I use my hair to coquetear. Uso mi pelo or uso mi cabello para coquetear. Coquetear. Okay, coquetear means to flirt. So I use my hair to flirt. And remember, I want you to do an action with these, some kind of gesture. So for coquetear, I would just, I don't know, twirl your hair or kind of flip your hair. I don't know, do whatever you do with your hair to flirt with your hair. Okay. Okay, so uso mi pelo or mi cabello para coquetear. Okay. Another thing you do with your hair, verme bien. Uso mi pelo or uso mi cabello para verme bien. Okay, verme bien literally means to see myself well. Okay, but the way we say that in English is to look good or to look nice. Okay, so I use my hair to look nice or to look good. Uso mi pelo para verme bien, or uso mi cabello para verme bien. Okay, so do some kind of action for that, like maybe people kind of intertwine their fingers, put it under their face to say, like, look at me, right? So maybe do that one for verme bien. Okay, uso mi pelo, uso mi cabello para verme bien. Now, one side note here, there's a typo on this. There should not be a space right here, okay? So it should look, those should be attached. It should be verme and looking like it's one word, even though it is two words. Ver means to see, me means myself. But in this context, they would attach the me to the end of ver and make it look like it's just one word. It's kind of almost like how we do contractions in English, like when you connect like do and not and make the word don't. Okay, it's kind of similar to that. Okay, I don't want to get deep into the grammar here. All I'm going to say is that the reason that you do this is because we have a reflexive pronoun and the verb is not conjugated. Okay, so when the verb is not conjugated and you're using the verb with the reflexive pronoun gets attached to the end of the verb. Okay, so that's why there should not be a space there. All right, so uso mi pelo para coquetear. Uso mi cabello para coquetear. Uso mi pelo para verme bien. Or uso mi cabello para verme bien. All right. Okay, next question. ¿Qué hace con el pelo? Or you could say el cabello right there. It'd be the same thing. Or you could say ¿Qué haces con el pelo? Or ¿Qué haces con el cabello? Okay. You know what that question means? Okay, good. ¿Qué means what? Hace or haces. Hace is formal. Haces is informal. But they both mean do you do. When it's in a question like this. So what do you do? Con means with. El technically means the, but in this context it's going to translate to the word your. And then pelo or cabello means hair. Okay, so ¿Qué hace con el pelo? ¿Qué haces con el pelo? What do you do with your hair? Now to answer that, you're going to fill in the blank with whatever the verb is, whatever action it is, and you're going to make it end with O to make it mean I do it. Okay, so it's I do something, the hair. Okay, el pelo or el cabello. Okay, so for example, you could say me peino, put the O right here. Me peino el pelo or me peino el cabello. Okay, that would mean I comb my hair or I style my hair. So me peino el pelo, me peino el cabello. Okay, and on that one, I want you to do an action like you have a comb and you're combing your hair. Okay, me peino el pelo, me peino el cabello. Okay, you could say me cepillo el pelo or me cepillo el cabello. Okay, and that means I brush my hair. Okay, same thing there. Pretend like you have a brush and like you're brushing your hair. Me cepillo el cabello or me cepillo el pelo. Okay. Okay, another thing you do with your hair. What do you do with your hair? ¿Qué hace or qué haces con el pelo? Me corto el pelo or me corto el cabello. Okay, that would be I cut my hair. Okay, so on that one, pretend like you're cutting your hair with some scissors or a buzzer, a hair clipper, hair buzzer. So, me corto el pelo. Me corto el pelo. Okay. All right, what else do we do with our hair? ¿Qué hace or qué haces con el pelo? Me lavo el pelo. Me lavo el cabello. Okay, and that's I wash my hair. So now I want to pretend like you're washing your hair. Okay, and whatever you do to wash your hair. So me lavo el pelo, me lavo el cabello. I wash my hair. Okay, next one. Me seco el pelo or me seco el cabello. Okay, that's what you're going to do after you wash your hair. After me lavo el pelo, me seco el pelo. Okay, and that's I dry my hair. So now when you act like you're drying your hair with a blow dryer or like you're using a towel to dry your hair. Me seco el pelo or me seco el cabello. Okay. Okay, next up, me tiño. Notice it's not me tino because that N-Y with the squiggly thing on it makes a different sound. Okay, it makes a nya sound. Tino. So it's not Tino, it's Tino. Me tiño el pelo. Me tiño el cabello. So I dye my hair. I dye my hair. I don't know if I know a good action for that one, but you just act like you're putting dye in your hair or squirting some dye in your hair or something like that. So me tiño el pelo. Me tiño el cabello. Okay, and I can't remember if I talked about this before, but I'm going to repeat it right here real quick if we didn't. If we did, and if not, I'm going to explain it. So notice that pelo has one L. The way you say that is pelo. But over here on the word cabello, you have two L's. And the way you pronounce it is cabello. Okay? So the biggest thing I want you to know is this double L, because you don't say cabello, cabello. Okay? You don't say pelo and cabello. Those make different sounds. Okay? The single L makes a different sound in Spanish than the double L. The single L acts like an English L. It makes the same sound an English L would make, just the L sound, pelo, okay? However, the double L does not make that sound in Spanish. It never makes that sound in Spanish, okay? The double L in most Spanish-speaking countries is going to sound like a Y. It's like the letter Y in the word you. It's a Y sound. So we're saying ayo, ayo, cabello. So that double L is making like a Y sound in there. A. Then you have the letter E making an A sound, followed by a Y sound. A. Ayo. Cabello. So me lavo el pelo. Me lavo el cabello. Me seco el pelo. Me seco el cabello. Me tiño el pelo. Me tiño el cabello. Okay, so let's do that one more time. Remember to do the actions with each of these. So, me lavo el pelo, me lavo el cabello. Okay, act like you're washing your hair. Okay, me seco el pelo or me seco el cabello. Pretend like you're blowing it out with a blow dryer to dry it, or you're rubbing it with a towel to dry it. Okay, me seco el pelo, me seco el cabello. Me tiño el pelo, me tiño el cabello. What I would do on that one is act like I'm squirting some dye into my hair and maybe rubbing it in. Okay, I dye my hair. Me tiño el pelo. Okay. All right, and that's it for hair. There are, I'm sure, other things we could say with that, but about what do you use your hair for, or what do you do with your hair, but those are some of the basic ones. Okay, so let's review. How about review these real quick? I want you to do the one that I say. Okay, so we're going to start up here with para qué usa, or para qué usas el pelo, or para qué usas el cabello. Okay, uso mi pelo, uso mi cabello para coquetear. Do the action, coquetear. Coquetear. Okay, yeah, act like you're flirting with your hair. Coquetear. So twirling your finger in your hair or flicking your hair, whatever you do to flirt with your hair. Okay, uso mi pelo, uso mi cabello para... I'm trying to remember what else we had here. Uso mi pelo, uso mi cabello para verme bien. Para verme bien. Uso mi pelo, uso mi cabello para verme bien. Okay, verme bien. Do you remember what that one means? Do the action. Okay, good. Remember that means to look good or to look nice. I use my hair to look good or to look nice. So the one that makes sense for me for verme bien is like kind of intertwine your fingers, put them under your chin, under your face, and like you're trying to look angelic. Okay, look good for somebody. Okay, so literally to see myself well, but means in English to look good or to look nice. Okay, ¿qué hace con el pelo? Or ¿qué haces con el pelo? What do you do with your hair? Okay, remember you're going to fill in the blank and make it end with O. Something O, el pelo, el cabello. So the first one I think was me peino el pelo. Or me peino el cabello. Do you remember what that is? And do the action for it. Me peino el pelo. Me peino el cabello. Good. That means I comb my hair. Or sorry, I keep messing that up. Yeah, it is. I comb. Sorry, I comb my hair or I style my hair. Okay, so pretend like you're running a comb through your hair. You're combing your hair. Me peino el pelo. Me peino el cabello. Okay, next one was me cepillo el pelo or me cepillo el cabello. Me cepillo el pelo. Me cepillo el cabello. Remember what that one is? Do the action. Okay, good. That was I brush my hair. So me cepillo is I brush. Me peino means I comb. So for me cepillo, act like you're running a brush through your hair. Okay, one side note there, notice the double L there. So the way you say that is cepillo, not cepillo, right? The double L makes a Y sound. Yeah. Io. Pio. Cepillo. Me cepillo el pelo. Cabello. Cabello. Cepillo. Good. Me cepillo el pelo. Or me cepillo el cabello. I brush my hair. Okay, next up, I believe was, nope, I was going to say something else. Okay, me corto el pelo, me corto el cabello. You know what that one means? Do the action. Okay, good. Pretend like you're cutting your hair with some scissors or with hair clippers. So that's I cut my hair. Me corto el pelo, me corto el cabello. Okay, all right. So, really quick, let's do those without them on the screen. Do the action, do the one that I say. Me corto el pelo, or me corto el cabello. Okay, good. Pretend like you're cutting your hair with scissors. Okay, me cepillo el pelo, or me cepillo el cabello. Okay, act like you're running a brush through your hair. That's I brush my hair. Okay, me peino el pelo or me peino el cabello. Okay, good. Act like you're combing your hair. That's I comb my hair. Okay, ¿qué hace or qué haces con el pelo? What do you do with your hair? Sorry, I was going to say something different. Me lavo. So me lavo el pelo or me lavo el cabello. Do you remember what that one means? Me lavo el pelo. Me lavo el cabello. Okay, good. That is I wash my hair. So act like you're washing your hair, some water, shampoo. Okay, me lavo el pelo, me lavo el cabello. Okay, so me lavo is I wash. Okay, do the one that I say. Me corto el cabello. Me corto el cabello. Okay, act like you're cutting your hair with scissors. I cut my hair. Okay, me peino el pelo or me peino el cabello. Good. Act like you're combing your hair. That's I comb my hair. Okay, me lavo el pelo. Me lavo el cabello. Okay, good. Act like you're washing your hair. That's I wash my hair. Me lavo el pelo. Me lavo el cabello. Okay, cepillo. Me cepillo el pelo or me cepillo el cabello. Good. Act like you're running a brush through your hair. That's I brush my hair. Me cepillo el pelo. Okay, next up we have me seco. Me seco el pelo or me seco el cabello. Do you remember what that one means? Good. Act like you're drying your hair. That's I dry my hair. So act like you're using a towel to dry your hair, or act like you're using a blow dryer to dry your hair. Okay, me seco el pelo. Me seco el cabello. Okay. What do we have next? Me tiño el pelo or me tiño el cabello. Remember what that one is? Yeah, remember, act like you're squirting something in your hair. Good, squirting dye in your hair and then maybe rubbing it in. That is, I dye my hair. Me tiño el pelo. Me tiño el cabello. Okay, do the one that I say. Me peino el pelo or me peino el cabello. Okay, good. Act like you're using a comb to comb your hair. Okay, me tiño el pelo or me tiño el cabello. Okay, good. Act like you're squirting dye in your hair and rubbing it in. I dye my hair. Me tiño el pelo. Okay, next one is me corto el pelo. Me corto el cabello. Do the action. Good. I cut my hair. Me corto el pelo. Me corto el cabello. Okay, next up, me seco el pelo or me seco el cabello. Do the action. Good. I dry my hair. So act like you're drying your hair with a towel or you're blow drying your hair. Me seco el pelo. Okay, next, me cepillo el pelo or me cepillo el cabello. Action, good. A brush, act like you're brushing your hair. That's I brush my hair. Me cepillo el pelo. Me cepillo el cabello. Okay, do the action for this one. Me lavo el pelo. Me lavo el pelo or me lavo el cabello. Do the action. Okay, good. It's like I wash my hair. Me lavo el pelo. Me lavo el cabello. Okay, ¿para qué usas el pelo? ¿O para qué usa el pelo? Okay, remember, uso mi pelo para coquetear. Do the action for that one. Uso el pelo para coquetear. Para coquetear. Or coquetear. Good. The coquetear is to flirt, right? I use my hair to flirt. What do you use your hair for? ¿Para qué usa? ¿Para qué usas el pelo? Or ¿para qué usas el cabello? Uso mi pelo para coquetear. I use my hair to flirt. So act like you're twirling your hair, or flicking your hair, or doing something to flirt with your hair. Okay, ¿para qué usa el pelo? Or ¿para qué usa el cabello? Uso mi pelo para verme bien. Do the action for that one. Verme bien. Okay, good. I use my hair to look good or to look nice. So do whatever makes sense to you. An action that means like look good or look nice. Okay, good. All right. Okay, we're going to call that good. Our next lesson, when we come back for our next lesson, we'll be talking about cerebro and mente. Okay, and that is your brain and mind. So we'll talk about what do you use your brain and your mind for, and what do you do with your brain and with your mind. Okay. Feel free to go back and review this lesson as many times as you need to, this current one, to get that hair stuff down. What do you do with your hair? What do you use your hair for? And thank you for watching. Tell your friends about the channel, about the videos, and I guess hopefully we'll see you in the next clip. Adios.